Alice, and today we're going down the rabbit hole and ranking Disney castles. So, I managed to survive my first episode so far, which was kind of a mess and should probably be destroyed with fire. So today we're going to do something a little less controversial. Due to current events that shall not be named, no one can go to Disney right now except for people in Shanghai, which, if you are there, more power to you, because not only can it go to Disney, but you can understand more languages than me. Yeah. Gogo and I, of course, can't usually go to Disney because we're poor students who live really far away from parks. So, well, we're not the only ones who can't go to Disney. We are going to rank Disney castles, and because there are many castles that aren't the centerpiece of their respective parks, we are going to include some that are not, because they're all beautiful. Okay, first we're going to start with honorable mentions, which are the miniature castles in the Storybook Canal Boats rides in both Disneyland Paris and Disneyland California. And for those of you who don't know, the Storybook Canal Boats is a boat ride where you go in a little boat through some miniature Disney scenes, and it's very cute. But yeah, these castles may be small, but they are very detailed and very beautiful. Okay, number 11, the Beast Castle in Disney World. Disney World, with its Fantasyland expansion, and created a Beauty and the Beast themed area, which includes a mock-up of the Beast Castle, which hosts the Be Our Guest restaurant. And I appreciate the effort on the part of the Imagineers, but it's so small. I get that they were trying to use forced perspective, which is a common Disney trick that usually works, but it can only go so far, and the castle is only marginally bigger than the Storybook Canal Boats castles, and that is very clear every time you see either a construction picture or a bird flies by. Okay, number 10, the Queen of Hearts Castle in Disneyland Paris. In Disneyland Paris, there is an Alice in Wonderland maze called Alice's Curious Labyrinth, which I super envy, but that's beside the point. At the center of this maze is the Queen of Hearts Castle, which is a fairly lovely piece, but it does not look like it belongs to the Queen of Hearts. Gogo's and my sister said it looks like an inflatable bounce castle, and I personally believe it looks like Barbie built a Duplo castle in Candyland.
Honestly, that color scheme in different shades is like my entire essence.
In different shades. Okay. Number 9, Eric's Castle in Disney World. So, because Disney World has a crap ton of real estate, they were able to build a hecking castle to host a dark ride, which is definitely not Disney's best, the Little Mermaid ride, and come at me with your torches and pitchforks. I said it. Now, the castle is very pretty, just not my favorite architecturally, if you catch my drift. Number 8, the Japanese Castle in Epcot. The Japan Pavilion in Epcot's World Showcase hosts a Japanese castle, and it has I believe there's a theater inside it. Don't quote me on that, because I've honestly never been to Epcot. And it had a couple points in time. It also was to have a ride, which did not go well because World Showcase has an interesting history. And I was very excited to hear about this because I love architecture, especially from around the world, but it is a little monochromatic, though I don't know whether it was a style choice or just something that is authentic to Japanese culture. If you know, let me know in the comments. Okay, number 7, Enchanted Storybook Castle in Shanghai Disneyland. This is currently the only castle that is available to the general public and the first centerpiece castle. It hosts a Snow White's walkthrough, which is interactive and very cool, even if I can't understand what the characters are saying. It has meet and greets, and the architectural style, as well as stained glass windows inside the castle, is inspired by the different Disney princesses. It's very pretty, and in case you couldn't tell by by how much stuff is in it, it is quite large, and it has a more classical style architecture, but it doesn't look quite as distinctive, which, like, if I admit Disney set a pretty high bar for that, since its castles tend to be like pink and blue. I believe Flora and Merriweather have entered the chat. Number 6, Cinderella's Castle in Tokyo Disneyland. This was built as a clone of the castle in Disney World, and it once hosted one of the scariest Disney attractions ever, and it now hosts a Cinderella walkthrough. And it is a pretty castle, and it does have some rich history, but it's kind of monochromatic and, again, not very unique because it was based off of Cinderella's castle back before it got its more colorful paint job. Number 5, the Beast Castle in Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo may have gone the short end of the stick regarding centerpiece castles. Its Beast Castle blows Florida's out of the water because it is full-sized, it's very cartoony, it hosts a ride that I'm looking very much forward to watching on YouTube.
Emphasis on the phrase watching on YouTube.
Because I'm broke. And it also will have a stage. And again, it has original cartoony feel. They did not use, it's like full-sized. You'll actually be able to walk through it. And Gogo's and my sister was very impressed when she saw it. Well, photos I found on Google. Number 4, the Centerpiece Castle of Hong Kong Disneyland, with a name I currently do not remember because it is currently going through a makeover. They originally had a small version of Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland with nothing, but they decided they wanted to give it a refresh, make it a little more unique. And what I have seen from concept art and construction pictures between tarps, it's quite pretty, and it is also going to be themed around the different princesses. Number 3, the Cinderella Castle at Disneyland, at Disney World, which, come at me, torches and pitchforks again, is not my favorite. This is, however, the one everyone knows, which I find odd because it's not the OG, but
Nope.
It go. It is home to a restaurant as well as a dream suite, which basically exists for Disneyers to drool over because we know we'll never be able to spend a night in there because you'll literally have to win a contest or something to earn a night in there. Even famous people can't stay in there. But as I've mentioned, it has gotten a new paint job lately, and I gotta say, it's looking good. I like when things are more colorful. The colors are a little brighter and bolder. The Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland California, which is the OG castle, it's the centerpiece of Walt's original Magic Kingdom, and it hosts a Sleeping Beauty walkthrough with animated dioramas, which is pretty chill. And while I may be biased because it's closest thing Gogo and I have to home base, it's very lovely. I love the new paint job. I love the colors. I love the walkthrough. Just love the whole thing. And maybe for me it does kind of feel more like home than the others. Okay, number 1. Go, give me a drum roll. Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland Paris, although it's really named something very long and French that I can't remember, I probably could not pronounce it if I could because my only experience with French is Victor Hugo.
Le château de la Belle au bois dormant.
Oh. Now, it was the first European castle, so for obvious reasons, the Imagineers had to put a little more work into this castle. That is a lovely castle we have over here, you know. We have an authentic one just down the way. Okay, what we got was a castle that is intended to look very similar to the one in the movie, Sleeping Beauty. And it has 2 shops, a Sleeping Beauty walkthrough of stained glass windows and tapestries, as well as some, like, sculpture, which is also pretty chill. There's a balcony that gives you an amazing view of Fantasyland. And below the castle, there is a dragon. A hecking dragon.
Is it real?
It's animatronic. Unless you're looking for a Komodo dragon, go to the zoo. But those are not very intimidating.
No, they're not.
But, America, up your game.
What do you expect? It's America.
America. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Please hit like and subscribe. I'd like to thank GoGo for filming and editing. And we will see you next time down the rabbit hole.
Does it matter?
I don't know.
Oh, that's really creepy if I do that.
Try to send me.
I literally just got your thumbs up, and that's not okay. Okay. Oh, shoot!
Hey, guys.
I'm not supposed to be recording right now.
Oh, that's a lovely castle you have over here, you know. We have an authentic one just down the way. Cut. And now the winner. I think we've got the rest of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut that out too.
Listen, today
This is way zoomed.
I think we've got the rest of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut that out too.